Welcome to Whiskey and Whiskers Midweek. This is your host, Chop.
Gator.
Chris.
Blake.
And this week we're getting into Gator Licks.
What's up, guys?
So, Gator, what album do you have for us this week?
It's a great band that everybody knows and everybody loves, even if they don't even know who it is. We're going to talk about ZZ Top this week.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
perfect for Whiskey and Whiskers because those motherfuckers, I'm pretty sure, drink a lot of whiskey, and they have the most wicked of whiskers.
Oh, my God. Fucking right, dude.
And they're from Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Texas, fuck yeah.
And they play badass music.
And they play badass music. So, before we really get into ZZ Top and this album that you picked for us, I just want to talk about, like, dude, I've listened to ZZ Top since I was a kid, and it's one of those bands that, like, your parents listen to, but it's still cool, and then you listen to it, and it's still cool, and
Your
like,
kids listen to it, and it's still cool.
Yeah, like, I've never been a huge, like, diehard ZZ Top fan, but every time they come on, I'm like, fuck yeah, like, this works.
Yeah,
This
you
is
can't hate
perfect.
on it. It's
Right.
like, it puts you in such a good mood, man.
So, which album we got?
We're going to talk about Tres Hombres today. So I'm sure y'all aren't familiar with what that album is or what it's about.
No, but I do speak a little bit of Spanish. And I'm pretty sure that translates to three hombres, right?
Yes,
Yep,
three hombres. Yeah. I don't know why they chose the word hombre, but they did.
Well, because they're from Texas.
That makes sense. Don't you get like hombres with tacos or something like that? I don't know. Shit, man. But I bet they like Tex-Mex too. We want to talk about that a little bit.
I wrote my essay.
Maybe another
they're
time.
They're from Texas. Barbecue and Tex-Mex. Whiskey.
All right, I pulled up the album cover.
Oh, yeah. There they are.
It's green.
Dude, it looks so Old West too. Like an Old West movie.
It looks like, like a spaghetti western
Mm-hmm.
text.
Yeah.
Okay, so the background is green, spaghetti western type that says Tres Hombres, ZZ Top. And it's got a picture, looks like of each of them, but they're like far away and you can't really tell which one's which or who's who. But they're all doing, like, wearing cowboy hats and having beards.
Yeah.
Very successfully.
Oh, dude, it's so awesome. So this album is their fourth album they came out with. And it was kind of one of the ones that really stuck and people caught on to.
What year did this album come?
73?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So when you put, like, when we go through some of these songs and you put them in context and you're like, fuck, in 1973 that came out, you know? You're like, holy shit, you know? So I know, like, Billy Gibbons knew Jimi Hendrix. I don't know to what extent, but they were, like, friends because they played guitar.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that kind of puts some perspective on him, too. You know, he's kind of been around in that old crowd.
And Billy Gibbons is the lead guitar player
And the singer.
and the singer. Okay.
Yeah. And then there's Dusty Hill. He's the bass player.
Yeah, that sounds right. There was a King of the Hill episode about it.
Okay. And then Beard is the drummer's last name. I can't remember his first name. But he does not...
Frank Beard. I'm looking at my phone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Frank Beard.
He does not have a very spectacular beard like Dusty or Billy have.
Yeah, I think that's the irony of it, right? You know they did that on purpose.
Dude,
they had to.
they're
have.
so fucking smart. Dude, I bet everything is so purposeful with this band. Like the name, the name's got to be something crazy. ZZ Top.
Well, what's blowing my mind, they're still releasing albums in 2016. They released 2 live albums in 2016. They did a whole North American tour in 2015. So from 1973, which was their 4th album, so from the 60s to the teens, they're still performing and still dropping albums. And one of their songs was covered the beat of 25 Lighters, which is a Texas hip-hop song.
Right.
It was awesome.
Dude, I'm scrolling through their songs. And Give Me All Your Lovin', Sharp Dressed Man. Okay, so which of these are on?
Oh man.
now?
Okay, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
cool.
Because I know there's shit tons.
Uh-huh.
And dude, I even want to talk about like their music videos and stuff, but that's much later era. You know, when they have the spinning guitars and they're covered with like fuzz and shit. It's so cool, and all the hot chicks, because they're like nasty old men, and there's like fucking hotties everywhere.
Hell yeah.
It's so cool. Anyways, dude, so this album is fucking cool. It starts off with y'all know that one? We've done a little bit of that. Waiting for the bus.
Waiting for the Bus,
Yeah, yeah.
Mercy.
And then the
Gnarly.
and then right into
Yeah, the harmonica kicks in too in there somewhere,
Right there.
which I'm a sucker for.
so that sounds cool because it transitions into the next one. You just done that Chicago.
That's rhythm. It's
Yeah,
heavy
dude.
rhythm.
So I was thinking
And their
like,
bass player's laying it down.
yeah,
Like,
man. I was reflecting on like this album today, and like 3 words came to my mind as a way to describe it and why it hits so hard. So like, the first thing is pump, and the pump is like what you're talking about with the bass player. You know, he's got the, and it just drives the beat home.
Yeah.
Another thing they got is like shuffle, and we can get into that with some other songs in a little bit. But the third thing is squeal. So when he plays like leads, he uses those artificial harmonics, you know, and it really gives it like a totally different dynamic when he's playing.
Yeah.
And then like 1973, that's pretty like new and like hip, you know what I mean?
Next level.
That's
shit.
weird because to me it sounds like old school blues mixed with like rock and roll. Like
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan rock and roll. I even know I know he's even a little bit.
It's a little garage band from Houston, Texas.
So cool. What else is on this album? One that's so appropriate for us. Beer drinkers and hellraisers. That one,
Nice.
dude.
That one's the faster one, right?
You see me walking down the line. That one, they both sing it. With my favorite honky.
It's Billy Gibbons, and who's the backup singer?
Dusty Hill.
And he's the bass player.
Bass player, yeah.
Okay. And Beard is the drummer.
Yeah. What's his first name?
Frank
Beard. Ooh, what a cool name.
Yeah.
Frank Beard. Nice to meet you.
Got a huge beard.
Yeah.
How's it going?
My name's John Mustache. Bill Goatee. Nice to meet you. Hi. My name's Lou Fu Manchu. All right, back to the topic here.
Beer drinkers, Hellraiser. So I'm looking through the album now. Oh, there's a couple. I'll let you go. There's a couple. There's at least one that I'm like, this one. But
Oh, dude, yeah.
we can do that one last.
So we'll do that one last. There's one I want to talk about that I don't know is as common or popular as everybody would know. But like listening through the album, I thought it was really cool and it stood out. It's Chic. And I always like the lyrics in their songs. Their lyrics are pretty cool. So he's like, I met a Chic from Mozambique, you know, and it's just like it rhymes and it kind of carries a story. So it's kind of cool. But this is kind of an example of that shuffle. So let me play it real quick.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's slower, but it's real like rhythm heavy. Heavy rhythm.
So rhythm heavy, and it's a 3-piece band, dude. That's what's so cool about it. It's just 3 guys making all that sound. Now, granted, when I'm playing some of these things, I'm crossing over. Like they do like a rhythm track and a lead track, you know, especially in like Jesus Went to Chicago. There's rhythm playing, and then he does leads over it. So it's hard to play that with one person live, but man, they pull it off. But yeah, that Chic song is just like, it's a good example of like that shuffle and that kind of groove. Kind of
I'm gonna have to check that one out. I'm gonna put it on my like hanging out at the river playlist. You know.
yeah.
And ZZ Top is one of those bands that like they have so much gold. Like they have like 3 albums of all gold, like songs that everybody fucking knows. But they are also so good that all of the songs that nobody's really heard of are
They're
all
all
so
good, yeah.
Like you can dive into it and put an album on and just let it play. And this is one of those things that's died over the years.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of full albums that are good end to end anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody's gonna hate on ZZ Top. I've come across people in my life who are like, I fucking hate Neil Young. Fuck Neil Young. But I've never had anybody be like,
Fuck ZZ Top.
I fucking hate ZZ Top. Fuck ZZ Top. Like, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
But granted, I don't know. Neil Young's pretty political and whatnot.
Yeah, he
Pisses
can alienate
off
people.
and shit. ZZ Top is
ZZ
very
Top-
inclusive, man.
Yeah, their lyrics don't alienate anybody. You're
No.
like, fuck yeah.
They especially want to include these fine ladies that this last song's about, which I'm a fan of.
Oh,
Lagrange.
so good.
Lagrange.
Come on, Blake, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes you want to get funky, doesn't it?
So blues, man.
Yeah, dude, that song is fucking
That's cool.
off the chains, man. The drums, you know.
Uh-huh.
So,
Oh, and then that on the that he does on the drums.
and the fills. So here's interesting thing I learned. So Tres Hombres in particular, when they released it, they recorded a drum track in 1973 when they released it. I don't know the exact history or etymology of how this happened. I think it's Warner Brothers became the new producer, and they went back and released that album, but they replaced all of the drum tracks with like, how do I say this? Better, I guess, drum.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can both are available. You can find them both online and listen to them and compare the drum tracks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that the rendition we're so used to is the remastered one that has like the cool drums in it. But if you listen to like the original release, the drums sound like children or something.
It's not the same.
It's crazy, man. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to.
No.
I've got that song in particular built up so much in my head. Like, that song reminds me of, like, remember those sunglasses that we had in the 90s that went all the way across your face and were like,
Yeah.
and then you have the mullet, you know?
Yeah.
And the chicks would wear the cutoff shorts.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah,
that's
dude.
like,
Well,
it takes me back there. Yeah.
What's crazy is that that song's 1973. Like, it's almost
Yeah,
before
see?
its time and after its time at the same time. Yeah, it's insane. There's a lot of rich history. I want to go back and study a lot more.
Yeah,
of
that
this.
means my dad was jamming it, and I was like, oh, this is...
So I just read that
This is
they
cool.
came up with the name. They noticed that blues artists tend to use their initials, in particular B.B. King and Z.Z. Hill. Then they thought about, well, the King's going to be on top, and that's how they came up with the name ZZ Top.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Man, see, I knew there was some kind of purpose or reason behind that.
Also, in 1969, they did a song. Their first single release was called Salt Lick, and being from a Texas place, it happens to be a name of a well-renowned barbecue place here.
Yep.
Wow, man, bringing it home.
Mhm.
Welcome to Austin, Texas.
Yep.
Well, hey, let's. I'll take us out with some more Lagrange and some leads and stuff.
Yeah,
Sound
show us.
cool?
Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and you can listen to us on Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, and YouTube. We have new episodes every Monday, and we have midweeks coming to you on Wednesday or Thursday. Be sure to look for our other content. We'll see you guys next week. Sounds good.